Jesus. All right. All right. You know what? Okay. Wait a second. No, man. There we go. Oh my God. There we go. That looks super cool, man. With the little Kirby in there. That's great. All right, guys. We are officially back from the dead. The internet decided to explode. You know, at like 10 a.m. I can't remember what time it was. We were out for 2 hours. And well, I got to eat lunch with Mrs. Skits. We had lunch, took care of some other stuff, and we are back. So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is another Skits Tony stream. And because the internet is what the internet is, and we couldn't grind for like 2 hours, today's afternoon stream will also consist of grinding agility and listening to some Nintendo music. So you guys can see the Kirby is down there doing his work. I like how it is, man. I like how it looks like. Looks pretty cool. Kirby is there to give us some some motivation. And yeah, guys, I hope everybody listening to me right now is, or anybody listening at one point, could be in the future as well. I hope you're having a nice, beautiful, and cozy day. And I'm crossing my fingers, man. I'm crossing my fingers that the internet does not explode. There have been a lot of power outages. There was also an earthquake, or not like an earthquake, but a tremor, you could say so. It was like 6 point something in the Richter scale, low sixes, 6.3 or something like that. Pretty insane. And yeah, I don't know if it has anything to do with that. But if it doesn't, or if it does, sheesh. And hopefully tomorrow we have a regular day. And hopefully tomorrow we can do a regular stream in the morning and then a music stream in the afternoon. How many marks we got? 15? Okay. And see what this guy's doing? This guy's like doing fire making or something while he's clicking the agility, man. What a Giga Chad, bro. I don't know how to do that, if I'm being honest. And yeah, this guy had to fall from the course. He started all over again. So hopefully you guys have been having a wonderful afternoon. I did eat a chicken barbecue for lunch tonight. I mean, today. And I am admittedly a little bit upset that the internet just had to go out like that for 2 hours too. Holy Christ. But well, it is what it is, man. Can't really do much about that. And sup, what is that Kirby thing bottom right? It's the music thing that we're listening to right now. The YouTube video that we are listening to. So all that music is coming from the Kirby here. And I figured it looks pretty good. You see? It looks pretty good here. The screen looks very nice. There's the Kirby there doing the Kirby thing. And the chat, you know? So Kirby is keeping us company today. Or for this afternoon. It looks pretty cool, huh? I like how it looks. It's like a very happy... It's probably the best thing I've probably thought of to enhance the viewer experience. I mean, that Kirby looks very happy. Eating an apple and a strawberry cake, I believe. So, Kirby sucks pretty good too. Yeah. Absolutely. So I think we're going to go for maybe until 4 p.m. 1:42. I remember I have class today at 7:30. Oh my god. And it's not a English class. It's more of a... I have to go to a Bible studies class from 7:30 to 8:40. I forgot about that. But I just remembered. Oh, Lord. Hopefully I have internet by the time the class is set to happen. And man, what's funny is how many people do this. There are of mad lads trying to work the grind to level 99. I mean, you get the biggest dicks here in the Ardougnes or Ardougnes. Is it Ardougnes? Is that how you pronounce it, man? Somebody better correct me if I'm right or wrong. Yeah. So the Ardougnes, the biggest dicks of the biggest dicks, are gathered here. The biggest dicks. And there are a couple of people doing it. So, yeah, man. And by the way, Mark, I assume you already had something to eat, right? Did you have lunch, man? I think you already had lunch. It's pretty late, right? 1:44? Dun, dun, dun. So, big boy territory, definitely. 500. What percent I am? 11.3. Oh my. 11.3%. Really? 11.5% now. So every lap is like a 0.2%. And I lunch around 2 p.m. Oh, okay. Then steal the ham sandwich. All right. So when do you take your lunch break? Do you take your lunch break like from 2 to 3 or something? Or 12 to 2? I don't know. And steal the... Oh, fuck, man. These clicks. Forget this shit. So, yeah. Every lap is like a 0.2. 11.6. We'll see about that. I take my lunch break from 12 to 1 and then don't give a shit. That's funny. We just got a pie dish. I don't know what that pie dish does, but I'm assuming it does something nice. That pie dish, huh? What do you think you're doing? Some homie is stealing from a guard, bruh. He don't give a shit. Just, I'm praying, man, that I do not fall from the course. Until level 96, we gotta deal with some BS here. Oh my god, I always forget how to click that, bruh. Such a annoying obstacle there. What do you think you're doing? Beating the shit out of that guy, bro. Third mark of grace, I think. We had 15, right? Just crossing my fingers all the time. Praying to the God, the one and only God, that please just don't fall. Falling is the worst thing can happen, and it's gonna happen for fucking 6 levels. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. Yikes, man. You guys believe that? 96? You should have given us at like 94 or 95. They have to give us at 96. And we're not going to do this shit with like a chicken pie or whatever. I'm going to big dig this course. If I fall, I fall. And if I don't fall, which is hopefully what we want. But I can tell a lot of people fall from the course. See, I fucking fell, man. Holy Lord. See, I opened my mouth. I talk shit. And we gotta fall. But, well, you know, it's I thought it was going to be worse. Well, I don't know what I'm saying, really. I don't know what I'm saying. Don't know what I'm saying, bro. Imagine I could just snap my fingers and be level 96. That would be the best case scenario, you know? Wow. Besto case. Snap my fingers, I'm level 96. Somebody from Jagex, bless me. Because this is... Well, we got Kirby cheering us on. It's not that bad with Mr. Kirby in there. And I believe this, like, playlist of Nintendo music is about like 3 hours long. So got the mark. Failed again. Wow. The Mad Lattery fell twice already. This is bad, chat. Fallen twice in 2 laps. Not good. Really not good. Not good. Yo, grats on 90. Thank you, my man. It's the homie Creative, baby. Welcome back. Thank you, man. God bless you, my G. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. We wouldn't have it any other way, man. We want all the G's to be. If you fall again, maybe get 91 on the next course. Nah, this is the best XP per hour. I don't care if you fall. This shit is the one. And I see my homie Valentin as well. The biggest dick from Romania in the building, baby. Welcome back. And yeah. I mean, I understand. Falling down from the fucking obstacle course is... It's just boring, annoying. It hurts. It says bye-bye to progress. But this course just gives you more XP, so I'm going to level up quicker here than I would in Relica. And man, I'm so bored. I think I'll be on voice chat. Well, you know, if I wouldn't be streaming, I would definitely be in voice chat right now. But I am going to stop the stream at around 4 p.m. EST. Then I might chill for a bit. If my wife is home, I might chill with her. And then at 5 p.m., if you guys want, we can play CS2, baby. Or just hang out on Discord, whatnot. Low-key got holes in my underwear from itching there so much. I'll be waiting there. Alright, man. I mean, I could join voice chat if you're down. to have a conversation on stream. The thing is, I don't know if you're okay with being heard by millions and millions of people. That's a difference. I'm streaming, so clearly I don't really care. But where are you streaming? Me? I am in Venezuela right now. Caracas, Venezuela. It is 1:54 p.m. here. And my time is Eastern Standard Time, EST. So it is 1:55 p.m. again. I believe since you are where you are in Europe right now, it's like 6 hours ahead. It should be like 7. Right? But I will ask you again, my Sir Valentin. I can join the voice chat if you're down to just like talk shit. I can keep you company, man. And so long as we're not talking about like insane demonetizable things, I'm good. But if you're good, you know, I'm good. But if you're good, then we go. If you're not, then that would be pretty interesting, right? To just hang out with the stream and Discord. That'd be crazy, bro. But again, you have to let me know whether or not you want to do that. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, that sounds like a pretty cool concept. Like, I can be in voice. I can be in Discord. In like, I'm gonna make a separate voice chat. Yeah. I'm gonna make a separate voice chat. Call it live streaming. And anybody can join. And come to Papa. So, let's see. Let's actually join the voice chat right now. And nah, don't want to talk bad things on live, LOL. Also want to make a beat so you might get copyrighted. All right. Fair enough. I'm going to rename this one live streaming. Save changes. I'm just going to hang out here. And anybody, guys, if you want to join the Discord and you want to come live and join the chat, the link will be there right now. Thank you, Nightbot, for providing the link. So you can join the Discord, you can talk. Again, no strings attached, right? And just don't be an idiot. That's all I ask. Now, the funny thing, the ironic thing about being alive, being a human being, is sometimes you say yes and you do no. Please don't troll me, proceeds to troll. Please don't do this, does that. It's just human behavior 101. You tell them, hey, go left. Just to piss you off, they're gonna go right. I love being a human being, man. We're all crazy, huh? So, yeah. I mean, if I were to tell you guys, maybe because I've already done it for a bit. I've done it for a bit, and whoever's sending hearts right there, Jesus Christ, I'm seeing the love. So many hearts. I'm getting pissed. I need to send hearts back to whoever it is. Thank you for the love. The Come to Papa stream is at 383 views. Great. We are proud. I can't even believe a live stream has that many views, man. What the? But yeah, guys, I'm here for you. And I was going to say, you know, I've been doing this for a while now. It's not like I have the magna cum laude experience. I'm not a professional yet. But I've been talking to the camera. I've been talking to you guys for a fair bit now. And I have quite the hours just accumulated. You know? I think I could even carry a radio show on my own, man. I'm carrying this live stream, right? Fuck, man, I fell down, bruh. I'm an idiot. So tell us funny story skits. I'm going to listen to the stream while I drive. Funny stories, huh? Huh. I don't know. Funny stories. I mean, the only funny thing I'm thinking about right now, and it's a story I'm sending hearts to, by the way. Whoever's sending hearts, thank you so much. God bless you, man. Hopefully everybody here's having a beautiful day. God bless you. The universe bless you. I hope your day is just full of joy and happiness. You know, I think I've already said this story before, but I'm going to talk to you guys about, you know, the days back when I was in middle school and I was regarded as the Pokemon master. All right. If you guys wonder why my name in Discord is Ash, right? I might have a Luffy profile picture because I love Luffy and One Piece. But before One Piece was ever in my life, you know, Pokemon was a thing. And I think you guys, you know, the guys were like 30 plus, 35, 36, 37. Those who grew up in the 90s, like me and Mark, for example, you might be familiar with the Game Boy games, right? Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Red, Pokemon Yellow, Second Gen, Pokemon Silver, Gold, Crystal. That was the talk of the town back then, right? And everybody had a Game Boy Advance. We used to have link cable duels in school. We took this shit seriously, all right? And my best friend at the time, his name was Angelo. Hopefully Angelo is in a amazing place today too, right? And well, let's say we were all pretty much addicted to Pokemon. We were all min-maxing teams, dueling and shit. And I don't know why nobody thought of this, but the counting on the walls from school days was a great story, but not PG enough. Yeah, I think that story we will share. I don't know, 2,400 subs, 2,500 subs. I don't mind sharing that degeneracy live either. I'm not a guy that hides anything at all. Only the times I have killed children. Imagine I kill children and I cannibalize and make children soup. That would be some top tier supervillain anime shit, huh? God dang. But anyways, back to the Pokemon story, right? Me and my best friend, we're giga chatting Pokemon. And we're trainers, right? We consider ourselves Pokemon masters at this point. I don't know why nobody thought about this shit. But, you know, while we banned legendary Pokemons and certain Pokemon from duels, for some reason, Dragonite, the pseudo-legendary dragon Pokemon, and the only pseudo-legendary available in Gen 1, he was not banned. And I figured, you know what? You know what's worse than fighting one Dragonite? Fighting 6 Dragonites. And I don't know why nobody in my school thought about this. But holy Christ, did I just tear down people's aspirations. And it sometimes came to the point that one of my Dragonites, and mind you, my Dragonites were max EV'd. Like, they had max fucking strength, max attack, and max speed. They were fucking tanks. Bro, it sometimes took homies like 4 different Pokemon to go through one Dragonite. And after that, they'd be like, fuck yeah! Felipe, I fucked up your Dragonite. Now it's time to turn the tides. Aw, shit, the internet, man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't click the thing. So, It's like, yeah, they like some Yu-Gi-Oh type shit. Some, it's time to turn the tables around, Skits. I fucked up your Dragonite. Now it's my turn. You should have seen homies' faces when I just sent out the second Dragonite. Out of 5, I had 5 Dragonites in my team and a Snorlax for maximum PTSD. It was either Jolteon or Snorlax. Why Jolteon? Jolteon was the fastest Pokemon Gen 1. You would have to pray to God and cross your fingers and hit a Thunder. And if you would, it would crit most of the time, so anything is dying. So, just seeing people's faces go was delightful. And nobody, like, it didn't, nobody in my school was like, yo, I need a stack 5 Dragonites to fight fucking Skits. Maybe even 6. Nobody. I didn't understand why. Like, was it elite? Like, you know? Nobody thought of this. So, like, there was one point where people didn't want to duel me anymore. It's like, fuck, man, you know, you got 5 Dragonites and a Snorlax. Like, what am I supposed to do? You know? Nah, man, it was funny as hell. Maybe it's not such a funny story to you guys. But, bruh, like, just, he did the sound, yeah. The Mutalisk in StarCraft. That was people's faces. Like, as soon as the Pokeball opened and they saw the second Dragonite, nah, man, I was fucking crying tears. You would see people like the classic anime line. Yes, Skits, I fucked up your Dragonite. Now it's time to pay back and take back the duel. Try again, buddy. It was not even fair. I don't know, man. And you know, we were talking about this the other day, you know, the boys. I have some funny stories from boarding school. This is the best radio show right now? Amazing. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. It's also a radio show where you are very involved as well. So you guys determine. I have no idea what you're talking about. So, in boarding school when I used to live in Canada, I have some pretty funny stories from there. You know, mind you, know, I was 13, 14, 15 back when I was in boarding school in Canada, right? And I already had started smoking weed there. You know, I was a good student. I had pretty good grades. And, you know, I wasn't like the excellent standing program. I could just do whatever the fuck I wanted to. Because I wasn't like in the honor program. I had like I don't know, man, out of 100 points. Because that's how they graded back then. So I had like a 92 average out of 100. I was pretty good in school, you know. And I wanted to be good in school because just the privileges that you had as a student were overwhelming. So I would smoke weed, you know, as like hey man, you know, I would smoke weed with the other only Venezuelan that was in school. And sometimes we would smoke like before dinner, right? We would get high. It was the most fucking cheap stoner shit. See ya, man, I'm jumping on some sample hunting. Good luck, my G. And yeah, we would get super blazed, right? Before dinner. And bro, you know when you smoke weed, your eyes get bloody red, right? Like unless you're wearing like those eye drops to conceal your red eyes, your eyes are permanently red from the weed, right? I don't know what in weed makes your eyes bloody red, bro. But yeah. So me and my friend, we would smoke from a can, bro. We would actually get like a root beer can or a Coca-Cola can, a vanilla Coke can. We would flat out the can We would drill holes with like some, I don't know, a knife or something. Sometimes even a key would work. Or, I don't know, we had protractors and shit, or compasses. Anything that could perforate the can. We'd do some holes, then we would put the weed in there and make another hole somewhere in the can, and we had like a can of soda, but we used it as a bong, right? So we would go to the top floor of this homie's boarding house. We would lock ourselves in the bathroom, and we would literally put a chair, and we would stand under like the air ventilator to smoke weed. And we got high. Then we just went to the homie's room, and then it was time to go to dinner. And mind you, I had no idea, and me and the other homie were oblivious. Like Alfredo didn't know either. Like, but if you would have looked at us, I think you would have looked at like this, right? Let's Google it very quickly. Guy with red eyes high. All right. Yeah. Like something like this, right? That's the bloodshot look, right? This was us for like fucking 2 years, because mind you, we didn't know about the eye drop hack. That was later in life. Way later in life. So me and the homie probably had eyes looking like this. You know? That's way too zombified, man. Yeah, but this guy's clearly high. Yeah, this guy, like, bruh, like, this is way too much. This is bullshit at this point. But you guys know what I'm talking about, right? And sometimes we would just go to the dinner, to the cafeteria. High, ball sack high, bro. And you should have looked at our trays. We gorged on so much food. Like, my homie would be sitting down on like 3 different plates of cereal. I would get like, I don't know, 7 waffles for no reason. Because mind you, when you smoke and when you eat, wow, is the eating experience enhanced, just like tasting things. Right? ¿Por qué un kiwi comiendo un pastel? Porque todos somos gordos y todos nos gusta la torta. My G Axel in the motherfucking building, asking why is there a Kirby? Cuando uno come tanto amor, se convierte en un Kirby comiendo torta y manzana. Ese es el punto. I'm telling him, we are all fat. You might say, nah, you know, I don't want to eat cake. You put a man in front of a chocolate cake or a brownie, bruh, unless you're gonna die from the brownie, you're gonna eat that shit, bro. Yeah, I once went to McDonald's 7 times in a day. I was so high. Yeah. So we would get like the most insane trays of food, and then people would sit down in our table. Mostly the Mexicans and the Hispanics, people who spoke Spanish. And dude, sometimes we got blitzed. I don't know if people were dumber than us or they were baiting for an answer. Because sometimes they would look at me and Alfredo and they'd be like, yo, man, like, why are your eyes so red? And we would look at each other and be like, I don't know, man. And then they'd be like, yeah, why are you smiling so much? Like, why is your smile so big? Didn't know. We just looked at each other and we were like, and then they'd be like something stupid would happen, or somebody would just be like, ugh, like any noise, and we would fucking start laughing. It's like, why are you laughing so hard for no reason? And me and the homie would look at each other, right? And then the last thing was like, yo, Skits, why the fuck do you have 7 waffles on your fucking plate? And why does Alfredo have 3 different fucking bowls of cereal. Like, are you guys idiotic? Just like, if you're that hungry, go refill on that plate, on that bowl of cereal. Like, why would you have 3? Like, what the fuck's going on? And me and the homie would look at each other like we knew we were like I don't know, man. Like, and then I don't know when the fuck I started wearing eye drops. It was later in my years. Because every time I smoked, I never looked at myself in the mirror. And I think I was already back home in Venezuela. And it's like, one time I smoked after school. And then I lied in my bed, right? Just chilling. Listening to music, maybe. And then, like, as soon as I'm, like, 1 minute lying, I hear a fucking knock on the door. And I was like, you know, you start getting fucking ballsack paranoid. I was like, I start looking at my room. I start looking at my hands like, what the fuck is this? Who's knocking at the door? My heart rate accelerating, and like, it starts accelerating 300 BPMs. I'm like, oh my God, I smell like weed. Oh shit. Oh fuck, man. No way. You know. And I heard my mom's voice. Hello, son. And I was like, oh shit, I'm fucked, right? And then I went to the bathroom one time and I looked at my face and I saw how red my eyes were. And I was like, nah, man, we gotta make some god demon bullshit here. There's no way my mom is looking at me like this. But she kept knocking on the door. Son, like, I want to see you. Hello? How's school? And I had a pet turtle. I had a little pet turtle whose name was Whitey. And I probably said some shit. I had, like, the worst excuses. Like, yeah, teacher, my tiger ate my homework. Like, you know, I believe you have a dog and he could eat your homework, but a tiger? And I'd be like, oh, Mom, I'm naked right now and I'm with Whitey. I'm in a bath. My mom would be like, shut the fuck up. I can hear you. You're like across the door. Open up. I'd be like, Mom, I can't. I have my hands full with Whitey. Mind you, this fucking turtle was like smaller than half my hand. And then, you know, half an hour passed. My mom would be like fed up, knocking on the door. She'd want to do other shit. Dude, I still remember the first time my mom saw me high. I think I died a little bit inside, bro. Because again, I didn't have drops to make my eyes clear. And one time I got high. And then I was in the kitchen. My mom comes home. I'm like doing the dishes. Then my mom's like, hi, son. And I refused to turn around. Right? I was like permanently giving her my back, trying to maintain a conversation. Like, hi, Mom. Probably speaking backwards. Mom, hi. School good today was, you know, speech impediment, nervous. I started trembling. It was terrible, man. And then my mom eventually was like, can I look at you? Can I look at your face? And God forbid I turned around. The second my mom and I made eye contact, she found out. My mom's not an idiot. She was a stoner too. She smoked weed a couple times. And dude, my mom was smiling. And when she realized my eyes must have been bleeding red and I was like fucking high, my mom stopped smiling and it turned into like a frown. And she gave a big, like, a gasp for air. She was like, and she might have thought there and then, like, my son is gonna fuck up or something. And we both know, like, we both knew I was just obliterated, man. And I had very bad luck. Maybe I was just a stupid kid too, you know? Because I picked the worst times to smoke weed. Most of the time I smoked weed after school when I had. And dude, my mom would always be coming home at like 3:30, 4, 5, and she would want to say hi to me, man, or like something. Sometimes I would lock, when I was like in a munchie run looking for cookies or things to chow on, I would lock myself in the dispensary. I would literally kneel down in the praying position, and I'd be like, please. Like, as soon as I heard the elevator or the door open, I was like, lock the dispensary. It happened a lot. And I would just kneel down and start praying, and I'd be like, please, God, remove my mom or whatever. And nah, man. And since I never like failed any classes or whatnot, like I never got like disciplined, man. As a kid, I never got disciplined out. Like, I never had my mom talk to me about like drugs or nothing. My dad wasn't even around either. I once went to a karate class, it must have been the most terrible karate class ever. I went to school high once. That was it. I was freaking out. Me and a friend of mine, we thought it was a good idea to just be high. Nah, man. I used to sit in front of like every single class because I was semi-blind. I wasn't wearing glasses at the time, so I had to sit down in front of every fucking, like at the front of every board to see what was in the board and write down shit. And you should have seen me like try to cover my face in math and biology and in like art. It's like, what is wrong? And I just be like, and I was kind of like, you know, safe because, you know, I was it wasn't like in high school, in the last school that I went to, I was okay. Like, I never failed a class, but it's not like I got super good grades in ECA when I graduated. Nah, man, I was terrible. And went into the gym class. We went into the woods. We smoked every time. I can imagine like some homies in Canada and in my high school, they would have blazed. But it wasn't good for me because I just got way too paranoid. I was like hyper aware, and I wanted to like mask the fact that I had smoked. And when you looked at me, it was like pretty obvious that I was fucked up. My eyes got blood red. I smiled from cheek to cheek. My eyes lowered. And I was like super fidgety, man. And I laughed at anything and everything. I would hear a goddamn chicken like, and I would just burst out laughing for no reason. It's very easy to make me laugh. I might be an idiot, you know? Mark and I just almost die every time we just say, come to Papa in Discord. Every time we say that shit, we immediately laugh. That's all it takes. So I'm very stupid. And nah, man. Not good. Not good. Not good at all, man. So I avoided that entirely. I avoided, like, if I had the opportunity, which I didn't, like, nobody in my school got high like that. At least, like, not in school. Nobody in my high school. There were some kids, when I was in 10th grade, the seniors, some of them were just obliterated tier. I remember this guy called Mikey. And Mikey was probably the only person in my entire academic career as a student in school, not college, just school, middle school, high school, and I'm talking about high school specifically. Mikey was the only guy. I was in 10th grade, he was a senior. He was doing cocaine, and bruh, like, he was downright an addict as a senior in high school. I remember this man at a party. I was in 10th grade. He was a senior. We both took art together. He was in art class. And this motherfucker always had like a little bag of cocaine. And he had a key. He had a key so that he could dip into the fucking coke and he would whiff. He would just take a hit. And you guys don't know how many times this man, over the course of my high school career, just looked at me and he said, "Yo, Skits, you want one?" "Nah, thanks." "Skits, you want to hit it?" Mind you, I had never done cocaine. I was super, like, afraid of it when I was a kid. But it's like a video game NPC. "You want to hit this shit real quick?" And he would, like, get the little bag and, like, dingle a key. Nah. Like, no, man, thanks. Some parties he was there. He was always, for some reason, at the bathroom. I think he was literally an NPC, man. He was in the bathroom most of the time. And every time, he just gave me the one-liner. "Yo, Skits, you want to hit a this?" And he said it with such excitement. And he must have thought that one day I was going to say yes, you know? So maybe as the days went by and as he progressively insisted, like he was just waiting for the, "You know what, Mikey? Today's the day we're doing cocaine. Give me a hit." And I just told him no, man. The first time I did cocaine, I was like 19 years old. I did not do that shit in high school. I only smoked weed and drank liquor. Drank glue. Nah, man, I think you drink glue and you die, bro. It was just liquor and me. Yeah, man. Like, yo, bro, one-liners be crazy. Dude, it was so funny. Like I'm telling you, 95% of the time, I would see this man. He would be propped up in, like, the bathroom next to, like, a pissing stall. He would look at me. He'd be like, "Yo, Skits." I'd be like, "Yo, Micah, what's up?" He'd be like, "Hey, man, you want to hit a this?" And he would pull out the fucking little bag of cocaine, and he would dangle a key. And I'd be like, "Nah, man, not today." Every fucking day. Every time I had art with him, and in every party that me and him were together, it would be like, dude, like, he was just praying that one day I would say yes. That's what was so funny. Like, the enthusiasm would never drop. He was always, like, very eager and excited. You're like, yo, Skits, you want to take a hit at this? Not today, my mans. 2 days later, "What's up, Skits? Are you ready to have a good time?" Dangles the cocaine bag and the key. Not today, by G. Every day. And mind you, I only saw him for like 1 year, because after I went from 10th to 11th, he graduated high school. So I don't know, man. Maybe this man turned his life around. Maybe right now he's like a CEO of one of these billion-dollar companies. Because what's ironic is that people who are like fucking up, who you think are just gonna be, you know, in a prison by the time they hit like 20, most of them turn their lives around. You know, and they have good lives. And I'm not saying like Mikey was fucked up or anything, but strangely enough, homie always had cocaine. And he always looked like functional, right? He had like this skater look to him. He had very long hair for a guy. He had bright blue eyes. He was fairly like light skinned. He was white as hell. He had a lot of freckles in his face. He always had like an Element cap or a DC cap. He had DC shoes. He had like the skater aesthetic. But he was bruh. I don't know what his plug was or who his plug was, but he always had some cocaine on him. And it was like, no. I just heard like so many scary things about cocaine. I don't know who it was. Maybe my sister or somebody in my family. They gave me like the kind of like the lore behind cocaine. Very young. It's like, yo, this is super addictive. Like the second you try this shit, you're not going to want to stop. And they told me, it's like, you know the Pringles ad? It's like, once you pop, you cannot stop. That's where Pringles got the slogan from. Because in theory, a pop is when you take a hit, take a whiff. And I was like, for real? Nah, I gotta avoid that shit. Hell nah, I'm doing cocaine, bruh. And when I was 19, and I was in China, but we met these German homies and we took a sabbatical trip together. 3 Germans, me and Angela and another Venezuelan. And we just started touring like Thailand, Singapore. We did like the typical backpack experience to some like Southeast Asian countries. And when we were in Thailand, eventually we were like in this guy's room. He was like a hip hop head too. A lot of posters of like Tupac, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent. All his walls were like decorated in posters of like hip hop related things. And there were like 2 couches. There was a glass table in the middle. And that night some homies had a gigantic amount of cocaine, and we were like, why not? Like, if it's gonna be any time we do this, like it might as well be now. My lord, I had no restraint as a human being. Like, I do not know how many lines I ended up snorting, bro. But like, I remember one of my friends, he kept saying like, yo, cocaine gives you a speed, like you're gonna want to not stop talking for hours. You get super like lyrical or verbose. And when he said that, I just tried to be quiet. Like, I probably was the guy who was least talking in the room. I was just like nodding because I didn't want to be annoying, right? I didn't want to talk. And the homies just kept going in and going in and going in and going in and going in. Bro, I think we spent like a good 3-4 hours listening to like Bone Thugs and Harmony. Some like Tupac. Some like, these guys were also in love with Ice Cube. We were listening to 50 Cent, and mind you, playing certain songs like on repeat and shit. And I was just stun locked for 4 hours with these homies, just endlessly doing more and more and more. I remember my nose at one point, like, I couldn't do more. It was just clogged. It's like if I put like a goddamn giant toothpick up both of my nostrils, I could not breathe anymore. Now I was like, is this where we stop? Is this what happens? And then we went to go out. And mind you, some of these homies had motorcycles. And we went from like this homie's house to a restaurant. Mind you, we weren't even hungry. I don't know why we wanted to go to a restaurant. They wanted to go like get some Coca-Cola or something, some drinks. And I can remember the bike ride from the homie's house to like the convenience store where we got the drinks. It was so insane. Like, I remember we were going so fast and I would feel the wind hit my face. I had like a shitty helmet on, and I would know the wind is hitting me, but I would feel nothing. You know when you go numb? Cocaine makes you numb, right? Like shuts down your nervous system. But I was aware that the wind was about to rip up my face from how fast we were going. You know, if I wasn't like hiding behind the homie's back or neck, the wind was just, and I would feel nothing. I was like, holy shit, this gotta be a superpower, bro. And I would pinch myself, I would pinch my hands, my cheeks, my face, and I would feel nothing. And I remember this other homie vividly telling me, like, yeah, man, you know, if some homie were to come and shoot us or stab us or punch us, a homie could, like, get a glass table and throw it at your face. You wouldn't feel anything. And I'm like, what the? This is unbelievable. And, man, it was such a different high. Oh, my God. I know a guy whose nose bled for like 12 hours before he went to the hospital. He had to get plugs in. Yeah, like, I fortunately never, like, bled. You know, I would, like, if I would, like, clean my nose, yeah. But I never, like, got bloody from doing, like, too much cocaine. Like, at least, like, snorting it in. When I would clean my nose, sometimes I would bleed. But, man, no. And then I became addicted to cocaine. It was bad, boys. It was bad. Like, you know it's bad when you're, like, when you're out of cocaine and you're, like, looking at your own mucus or at your own snot and you're like, let's do this shit. When I realized that I was doing that, I was like, wow, I definitely am in like a point of no return, right? That was pretty sad, bro. And I think I told you guys on stream too, like, eventually my house became like a place where all these crackheads and just junkies would come and just do drugs and pass out because I was hanging out with like a pretty big dealer. And I told the homie, like, yeah, man, like, you can use my house as, like, call your friends, meet them here, give them the weed, give them the ketamine, give them the whatever. And he would always give me, like, free drugs. And then when I realized at one point, especially when my family, they came to visit me, when they just opened the door and they saw all these homies lying on the floor. Some had like spoons in their fucking hands. Some of them were like tripping balls. My mom told me that she looked at me and I was so skinny. I was like basically bones. And she saw how pale I was, like grayish, that her heart broke. And it wasn't until, like, I don't know, I just refused to look at myself and admit I had a problem. But it got bad, bro. It got really bad. And I couldn't control myself. I just wanted to be high all day, all the time. I didn't want to deal with, like, emotions or like, responsibility. I was just, like, really, really hell-bent on either dying or like not feeling anything. So it was terrible, man. And I condemned myself for years, just living that same loop. It's like, you know, I got sober, then I stood sober for a bit, went to rehab. I first went to a rehab. The first rehab was like at my dad's place. I was completely isolated. And I was helping my dad. helping. Yeah, I wasn't doing much. I was just like spending a lot of time alone, detoxing, and not. I was just depressed. I was miserable. But I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't doing any drugs, right? And then I moved back in with my mom. And then, yeah. World of Warcraft. Like, I started getting tapped into WoW. I became addicted to World of Warcraft. And at one point, I also started seeing, like, my old friends and shit. And some of them smoked weed. And then, you know, started smoking every weekend. Then smoking, like, every 5 days and 4 days. And some time passes by. I'm playing WoW 12 hours a day. And I'm smoking weed while I'm playing. Then I had to go back into rehab. Boom. Stay sober. Boom. And it was just a cycle that kept repeating itself. That pattern of behavior lasted years. Until I was like, you know, it's got to stop. You know, if I don't really turn my life around, or if I don't get my shit together, you know what it is, guys. What's like the aftermath of any and every drug addict? It's either you go to jail, you end up in a hospital, you end up in a mental asylum or in a psychiatric ward, homeless, and just zombied out, or, you know, best case, worst case, however you want to look at it, you die. So my worst one is 1 month of speed. Sometimes I woke up at 1 a.m. and with some streaks of 3 days without eating or sleeping. That's fucked up. That's rough, man, you know. It's like I am not proud. Even though I made peace with who I used to be, I am not proud of the things I did, like in my 20s, at all. I was just such a... I was just so lost, man. But hey, man, you know, I think if you have some sliver of like hope left, and you want to get better, you do, you know. The madness stops at one point. I think every human being has the ability to like recapacitate and be like, what the fuck's going on? Sometimes it can take multiple decades. Sometimes it just takes years. And sometimes you just get to the bottomless pit so quickly and you don't want to live that again. You're just like, nah, fuck this. I refuse. In my case, it took a bit, man. And I know of worst cases. Well, not worst cases, but I know of people who, like, they get clean 40s and their 50s, 60s. And in a lot of cases, when you get, like, institutionalized as like a rehab or a drug addict, you know, the statistics aren't looking good, you know. A lot of drug addicts just don't make it, man. They never recover. They just die, or they end up either in jail, permanently in hospital, dead, fucked up. And I was like, no, man, I just don't want to. I don't want to be a slave to this shit, man. I actually, you know, I'd have anything rather than feeling so like obliterated. And at one point, I was tired of that. And then I started, you know, the most important thing is just like not want to do it, but getting like on the road to recovery is a conglomerate of many things. So yeah, I started exercising. I started actively trying to build more relationships with people. I started looking for a job. I got a job. I started working at an ice factory, at a clear ice factory. And then I decided to start doing YouTube. Very leisurely, though. I was like, I wasn't committed when I opened my YouTube channel. I was just like, I want to try this before I die. Let me start making videos and see if I, like it or not. I was still working at a clear ice factory when I started my YouTube channel. And then I stopped working at this clear ice factory. And I started working at a creative design firm / marketing agency. And we wanted to, me and some friends, we wanted to start like a company. But, we were doing it backwards, I guess. And eventually the founder of the company said, I'm going to do my own thing. I don't have time to keep running the company. You guys decide what to do. You want to carry it on, or you want to do your own thing, disband, whatever. And then around the time that I stopped working for that creative agency / marketing firm, that's when I met Mrs. Skits. Talks putting me in a trance. Straight out of GTA 5 radio stations. God bless, man. Hopefully it's a good trance, not a bad one. So then I met Mrs. Skits, and then I was like, you know what? Let me work on YouTube full time, or try to put as much as I can on my YouTube channel. And then everything started revolving around me making anime skits. And I was just focusing pretty much all my attention into exercising, YouTube, and Mrs. Skits. Then at one point I started teaching English. I started to look for students on Reddit. Got a couple of students. I was teaching initially for free because mostly I was teaching to Venezuelans. And most of the people I was teaching could not afford, not even $5 an hour. Some of them were in college. They, people here got it kind of messed up. Mostly because the government is just terrible and the economy is terrible too. So I was like, you know what? I'll do it out of the kindness of my heart. But then eventually I was like, nah, I gotta start charging, bro. Then I started charging for classes. Started building up students, whatnot. And then flash forward a little bit later, and Mrs. Skits and I wanted to marry. We got married. We moved in together here. We have a dog now. I'm pretty much doing this, I would consider full time. Still figuring it out, I can't say, even though I have some things figured out, I'm gonna be honest, I don't have other things fully figured out. So I know that I want to stream and devote 100% of everything I got onto YouTube. Let me tell you guys something. I even, as of recently, I stopped giving English classes. I had to say goodbye to my students. I was like, you know what? And mind you, some of my students I had to teach super late. 5, 6 p.m. Can't do that. And I was like, you know what? This is a bittersweet thing to say, but I'm not going to be able to teach you anymore. I'm going to focus full time on my I don't have to give anybody explanations, right? But I'm at least pretty transparent. I was like, you know, I already have something going on full time, and I just want to focus on this. And I can't teach you. I'm sorry. So it is what it is. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give this my all. No strings attached. Whether I succeed or fail is all up to me. But I'm gonna try this for a bit, with my fingers crossed, of course, hoping that it works. I do believe in myself. I know that I will make it at one point. But I'm still figuring it out, you know. But I do know that, you know, YouTube is where it's at for me. Like, that's what makes me happy. Let's say. It's what I want to do. And if it doesn't work out, then at least I tried. And I had a good time, you know? No regrets. And, you know, I'm always, like, conversing with me. I'm always like, you know, is this where it's at right now? Are we good? Can we do this? Can we do that? And I know that if I just keep going, eventually I will get partnered. Eventually I will get partnered. Eventually I'm going to get monetized. But right now, I don't want to, like, I don't want the focus to be that. I just want to have fun and have a good relationship and a loving relationship with what I do, so I can do it consistently, right? And just get better at it, you know? Get better at being an entertainer or a gamer or whatever. A music curator, whatever you call it. And I'm experimenting, you know. Is it RuneScape? Is it music? Is it Resident Evil 4? Is it Final Fantasy? Is playing games and streaming the thing? Or is making music and streaming the thing? Or is listening to music and streaming the thing? Is it the conglomerate of everything? Is it anime and streaming? So I know certain things. I don't know others. And more people should give likes to the stream. I'm often the only one. I mean, while you are right, you know, it's better for me and for the channel to have more likes, I guess, right? But I don't want to obligate people, you know, to do something or not. I just want people to be free spirits and to want to do things. I don't want to obligate you guys to, like, look at me or watch the streams or be in the chat or chat, you know? I don't think you can force those kinds of things. And when you start forcing them, it gets annoying, right? Like, imagine if I would be like, you guys gotta fucking like these streams every day, and go on a rant and start being like, you know, ungrateful type shit. I'm here every fucking day. You should like every fucking thing and watch me for 7 hours. And leave the stream open even if you're taking a shit or taking your walk out or working. You know, I don't want to be annoying. I don't want to annoy you guys. And I don't want to make you guys do things. I want you guys to be free spirits. And if you want to do, then fine. If you want to chat, cool. If you don't want to chat, cool. If you like the stream, cool. And if you don't like it, cool. Like, you know, I'm all for you being you and you doing what you want to do, man. And, like, if I'm doing what it is that I should be doing, right, I get a lot of likes, maybe. And if I don't, then I get a lot of dislikes. And I might be doing something wrong. So you know, don't feel obligated to do anything, right? I just want you to be happy, man. That's it. And if I'm already entertaining you or providing you of something of value, then I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. If you can say, as a subscriber of mine or as a viewer of mine, if you can say, I like this guy, man, he's pretty cool, and watching him just makes my day better, that's all I need, bro. That's all I need. Eventually it will all work out, you know? So I just know it's gonna work out. So and I don't want to, again, I don't want to force you into doing something you don't want to do, man. So fingers crossed. Hopefully you like me and you like what I'm doing. I just think it's logical to give a like when you like. But that's my opinion. Yeah, I mean, if you like, right? How can you show that you like something? Well, you give it a like, obviously, right? But I know the second I start, like, I know one of the worst traits of being an online creator is if you're annoying. Like, if you're always going to be like, guys, give a like all the time, subscribe, give me money for no good reason, just give me likes, give me comments, give me likes, give me comments, give me money. People get tired of that shit quick. I get tired of that shit as a spectator, especially when, like, the person doesn't deserve it type shit. When you're annoying, who likes an annoying person? Nobody. Not even the person who's annoying likes himself or herself. So I refuse to make you get annoyed of me. Like, I don't want to be annoying. And I know what's annoying. And begging for shit when you are undeserving of it is very annoying. It's like, what do you do for me to give you something of value, right? Like, what do you do to earn that like or that YouTube comment, whatever? The reason why I comment on so many beat makers' videos and shit is because as a creator, I know it feels great when you're like, man, good shit, bro. Good beat, my G. This is awesome. You give him a boost, a morale increase. So should I stop people to like in the chat? I mean, I'm not. The answer is no. You should not. The right answer for that is just don't be annoying. I don't think you're annoying, Mark. But if imagine me, right? Like the most concrete example. Imagine I start begging for fucking likes and whatever, and I spam that every 3 minutes. Guys, give a like. Guys, give a like. Like this shit. Like this, that. Like this, that. Imagine. I don't think you're annoying. You don't do it in an annoying way, and you're looking out for your boy. And I think your logic has some backing to it, right? Like, I also agree. Like, if you like something, show it, right? If you want to show it, then leave a like or write a nice comment. But you're not obligated to. When people make you think you're obligated into doing something, that's when you're wrong. You're not obligated to say anything. You're not obligated to be here or to like me or to like the stream or whatever. But when the narrative starts to become that, when there's like a lot of entitlement to it, it's like, nah, bruh, what the fuck going on? And I usually say it once per stream. Perfect. That's good. That's great. But again, like, am I putting a gun to your head and being like, Mark, you gotta fucking, you gotta be here every day. You gotta play Counter-Strike with me every day. You gotta be up at 5 a.m. with me. And when I start the stream, you gotta say hi, Papa. Like, imagine. It would get south. It would go real quick. And I don't want you, any of you. I see a mosquito. Oh, no, it's not a mosquito. It's like a little butterfly. I don't want you guys to feel obligated to do anything. If you support me, it's because you genuinely like me. I'm in your basement, tied up, send help. If I had a basement in the first place. But if I had one, maybe you would, baby. You know what I'm saying? You're tied up with duct tape and there's endless reserves of baby oil. It's time to get sexy time. See, so you all have free will. Exercise that free will, bro. All right. Let's see. Guy with high eyes. Let's see how well we're doing right now. It's only my G watch, man. It is what it is, man. I think the RuneScape streams hit better when it's definitely morning. Fuck the internet, man, for just going ballistic on me this morning. But it is what it is, you know? Like I said, I'm still figuring it out. I'm still happy for that one viewer who was my G mark. Hey, man, you know? Maybe in the afternoon the call is to do music. Then again, right now people are in school and shit. Most people are in school or in college or working. It's just the people who work from home, right? Or who are home right now, regardless of the time zone. But I'm still very, very happy, man. You know? Kind of one's worst fear of doing this is like when you hit the how many people and there's zero. You're like, wow. Frankly, now we got somebody else. So we're already there, man. And it's, I don't know, we must be doing something right? We at least entertained the G mark. And I know that's like what I got to do, you know? Sent you a meme on Discord of me watching you stream. Let me look at it right now. Let me just actually do this. Is it in memes? Ah, man, and military, he's doing shit. This is Clockwork Orange, bro. And it does fit well with the you're in the basement tied up shit. Fuck me, bro. Imagine that. That's heinous. That's heinous, bro. And see right now, look, man. My homie's in there live streaming a beat. He's doing his own thing. He's just wishing somebody joins the channel and asks him, "What beat you doing, my G? What's going on?" You know, he's such a good guy too, man. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna let you guys know I'm live streaming and I'm live on Discord as well. I'm in the live streaming channel. If you guys want to join and have a conversation with me live on stream, you can, man. All you got to do is join the Discord and join the audio channel where I'm at. And if you have the balls or the time to just want to chat, kick it, you're more than welcome to. It makes for a fun. It's like you know when you call into a radio station. It's kind of like that. So essentially, you can join in, and we can talk. You can talk to me about anything, ask me whatever. Anything can happen. The wild, wild west, boys. So, I have the balls, but I'm working. Huh. How do we tempt you? How do we tempt you into joining? Like, what do we have to do? So you can just join and say, come to POOF. What do we have to do, boys, to persuade Mark? You heard him. You read him first. He says he has the balls. So I don't even know where my phone is, man. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Okay. So, let's see, man. What's going on? First of all, yeah. Gotta be 5 p.m. or the weekend. Yeah. The thing is, we're always gonna clock out at 5 p.m. or before. 4 p.m. is probably when I'm gonna end stream or when I'm gonna stop YouTubing for the day. And then I'm just gonna relax. On Thursdays, I have, you know, Bible studies at 7:30 p.m. So I'm probably just gonna shoot the shit from 5 to 6. Play CS and hang out with you guys if you guys want to. And then 6, I gotta squeeze in the gym at one point when I'm fully recovered. Dun, 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 dun. You know? So I'm gonna be up at 5 a.m. Gonna wake up at 5, take a shower, stay spiritual. Stay spiritual for a bit. You know, stream from like 6 to 12. Or, you know, work on a YouTube video, then stream. Go have lunch, chill for a bit, stream again, work on YouTube. By 4 p.m. I'm done. Spend 1 hour with the wife. Game at 5. I'm gonna try not to do a power nap today, so we can play at 5:05. I played yesterday. I just played by myself. But the thing is that I sent those eye emojis on Discord, and then I closed it. I forgot about Discord until when, you know, you were like, I read that you were around, bro. But I read that at like 7 p.m. I was like, fuck, man. That's why I said, like, man, hopefully tomorrow, bro. But at 5 p.m., I'm going to be here, and I'm probably going to open Counter-Strike and play. I mean, Counter-Strike is, believe it or not, becoming a very fun activity for me. And it's just so contrary to this. Like, it is not RuneScape. It's like super adrenaline heavy. And, you know, I don't care. What do you think you're doing? You know, after playing this for like an entire morning, we gotta do something else. And the only reason why I'm streaming RuneScape right now is because I am a man on a mission, right? Skits is going to get to level 99 agility one way or another. And he's going to live stream most of the process. But, and today we got fucked. No internet at 10 a.m. plus. Hopefully that shit stops happening, bro. You know? 5.5 milli, baby. And we have like 40 marks, 41 marks. So I am gonna be here for a bit, you know. Let me see what we looking at. 2 homies, absolutely great, absolutely fantastic. And yes, I am arguably doing something so tedious, but believe me, I have a plan. But the plan is, first, get to 99 agility. And I want to live stream the entire process. Or most of it, you know. I'm also working behind the scenes off stream sometimes. Might do like a little hour of agility off stream. And you know who is always here? Papa. I know, my G. I know, man. And that's why not only am I like super grateful, thankful, man, you're the top G, but that's how I know, like, at the bottom of my heart, like, I've already made it, you know? Maybe we're not monetized yet. Maybe we're super far away from getting monetized. But I just know that if I keep being myself and I do what it is that I want to do, eventually I'm gonna find more homies, find more fans, more subs, more whatever, and I will get there. It's just, it might take like some time. It might take a year, it might take 2, I don't know, but I'm here for the long run, man. I'm not here for just like a year or 2. I'm here to play the game long term. So I know it's going to take a bit to get there, and experimenting and exploring, like, this is all preparing me to become the person I need to become to be successful on the platform, man. And oh fuck, man, we fell down. And I already have, there's a difference between having 1 mark and having 0 marks, having nobody, having 0 views. And imagine, man, like, there might be only 2 people right now, but that's still great. And they're not bots, they're real people, man. Let's see. Do we still have 2 viewers? We still have 2 viewers. Thank you, Mark, and whoever that silent hero is. You know, I am very, very happy, man. And I must be doing something right, you know. To be fair, like, sometimes I second guess myself. And you know, like how they say comparison is the thief of joy? Sometimes I compare myself to other people. And of course they have way more than me. It's like I see, let's say, Mr. Beast. I'm like, oh my god, he's got 400 gabillion subscribers. And he's got 7 jillion likes and videos and whatnot. 7 gabillion views. That's not the way. That's. I know I'm not supposed to look at that, bro. But I'm an idiot. And comparison is the thief of joy. So, And sometimes I get sad. Sometimes, I don't know, I get anxious. I second guess myself. It's like I look in the mirror and I'm like, or I look at the computer screen and I'm like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? But then it's like I look at myself smiling at me. I see my reflection. And then sometimes I even see God and he's like, just keep doing what you're doing, bro. You're gonna get there, man. So unless it's for cash, quality is better than quantity. Yeah, you're right. Quality is better than quantity. And Papa is here for you. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. Well, I do give it my all, man, I think. You know, I try to make the quality as it can be. And I even made the decision of like waking up at 5 a.m. to give you guys more. You know? Maybe I just gotta keep the grind going. I just gotta do different things as well, you know? Oh. I got him. Got that little bitch. Huh. Fuck around with these hands, mosquito. Got him, baby. Mind you, there's like 3 more somewhere. But yeah, maybe, I don't know, man. I don't know. At least for now, I'm going to try the 5 a.m. rise and grind routine for a bit. See how it fares off. I'm not even 1 week in yet. This is my 4th day of the week. Admittedly, I have 5 days because I woke up at like 4 a.m. on Sunday. Or 5 a.m. But I've woken up at 5 a.m. every single day. I've been true to my word. And I bet FF4 will attract viewers. True, but selfish because I want it. I don't know who the fuck. There's got to be a, like, it's our demographic, right? You know, like people who are in their 30s, damn right near 40s as well, who have like a fascination for retro games and like old school shit. That's who's gonna tune in. You know? That's who's gonna tune in. But hey, man, like, I'm here to, you know, once a year, or not even once a year, because it's more than once a year. But like I said, man, you are my Caleb, but streaming. I've said this story before, but you know, Caleb was my first ever fan or sub, but with YouTube videos and like anime skits and shit. I wasn't streaming then. And you've been with me for almost a year now, man. You are as faithful as they come, man. You are every content creator, at least every live streamer's like ideal viewer. You are there every day, my man, or almost every day. And it doesn't matter what I do, right? You're still here, man. How am I not going to honor that? How am I not going to do something for you when you are here every day? So the script got to change. The content plan has to change. Or the content plan has to include something that happens for you and you only, man. And I want to honor that, man. I want to celebrate that. In an ocean of where everybody wants to do this shit, or a lot of people want to be YouTubers, live streamers, Twitch streamers, whatever, Kick streamers, Instagrammers, TikTokers. There are a lot of people right now that have 0 viewers. 0. They're not streaming for anybody, or nobody's chatting. Nobody, they don't have a fan or a sub or a watcher. So I value, man. You're here almost every day. How am I not going to celebrate you, my man? When you are like the best thing that's ever happened to me as a streamer. So how, again, I can't understand a world where I would not do that, So of course, man, Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy dicks, going to a strip club, whatever it is, man, we gotta honor and celebrate you, man, and the time that we spent together. And believe me, I know that's like the most important thing for a streamer or a content creator. When you have a Caleb and when you have a Mark, like, make them happy, man. You'll be doing something right. So it's easy math for me. It's easy logic. And yeah, I'm going to do a lot of things because I want to do them 90% of the time. But this is a very community driven, man. You matter here. Everybody does. If you don't have a place where you feel like you belong, you have someone and somewhere you can belong in. And I try to say this as much as I can, but don't forget you're worthy, bro. Don't forget you are enough already. You are amazing. When you asked me, like, hey, Skits, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good I am, 1 being super good and 10 being like evil. Dude, you are an angel, Mark. Your past doesn't define you. Fuck this, man. What the fuck's going on? Annoying little bitch. Some soldier was blocking my way. Your past doesn't define you, my G. You're not who you were. And you have such a good heart, man. You're a good person. You're a superhero, man. I bet, or I hope your brother is happy to have you as a brother, or your friend, Mrs. Mark, because you're really a great guy, man. You're a top G, man. You're a true G. So and I'm here to celebrate that. I'm here to celebrate what we've got, the community we have. two brothers, in fact, and stop praising me. Are you getting a boner right now, dog? Are those ball sacks like tingling? Is that dick getting bigger? Pause. But alright, I'll stop if you want me to stop. Something must be going underneath, you know, something must be going down underneath there, you know what I'm saying? Pause! So, holy shit, we already have 30% of the way. I am indeed a fucking maniac. I am a maniac, man. I have unemployed behavior, man. Absolutely. Oh, man. I'm way too unemployed to be doing this shit. Look at this shit, bro. 30% of the way already. You know, Jesus H. Christ. And I'm edging, so you gotta stop before I make a mess. All right. We shall stop. See, man? And I just want to inspire. That's why I'm doing this. Again, I know, guys. I know streaming RuneScape, fucking doing agility courses might be cracked. Que se te fue la luz temprano. Sí, papá. Aquí en Caracas las vainas están ladilla. My homie Retro in the motherfucking building, baby. No, se fue. La luz no se fue. Fue el internet. El internet se fue por 2 horas, huevón. Desde las 10 como hasta las 2:30. No es su madre. So yeah, the internet, like there was, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Basically, I'm not the electricity guy or the internet guy, but something is going on. And it's regularly, like, guys, it's not up to me to not have internet or electricity. It's the country's fault. Oh my god, we fell down this shit again, bruh. It was a while, man. A while before that happened. So yeah, when the electricity runs out or the fucking internet, it's not up to me. I'm just in a very difficult server location. And shit is not up to my, will. Because if it would have been up to me, we would have done a music stream. Oh my god, twice in a row. Skits Tony, what the fuck is going on? It's bad that it happens once, but twice? Fuck me, man. But yeah, I want to see that big 33%, baby. Dude, we're going to see 33%. And I heard about an earthquake. Yeah, there was an earthquake near Maracaibo, Zulia, someplace like that. 6.3 earthquake. And I don't know if that had anything to do with why there wasn't internet. But yeah, I didn't feel anything, if I'm being honest. Some people were like, oh my god, yeah, I felt the earthquake 20 times. It shook, and I didn't feel shit, man. If I'm being honest, I didn't feel shit, baby. I didn't feel anything. But some people felt it. My wife and I didn't feel shit. We didn't feel anything. You know, if anything, I felt pissed that I didn't feel anything, or that the internet just got deleted. But hey, man, we can't control certain shit. I deeply apologize, guys. Believe me, I'm the first guy who wants to like punch a wall or slam my keyboard into the table when there's no fucking internet, you know? And I see my homie Big Deck in the motherfucking building, baby! I actually woke up relatively early today. Alright, man. And by the way, Retro and Big Deck, hopefully you guys are having a beautiful day. Sending you a big hug. I hope you're having a lot of joy, love, and happiness. And guys, Retro and Big Decks, download Counter-Strike 2. Counter-Strike 2, we play every day. Well, every day? Every day. At 5 p.m. Venezuela, 5 p.m. EST. Counter-Strike 2, Counter-Strike. You don't have a PC? Fuck! Well, hopefully sometime soon you get a PC, man. And by the way, the homie Militaru is sampling right now. He's on stream. Counter-Strike. Via Venezuela, papá. My homie Retro and I have a mutual understanding of one another because we're both born in the same country, man. Some people are gonna say it's a piece of shit. In many ways, Venezuela is thumbs down, but in many ways, Venezuela is also thumbs up, baby. I love my country and I love my people. It's just I don't like the government. Period. But we ain't gonna talk about that bullshit, cause you know what, guys, we leave politics, we leave all this bullshit outside of the stream. I don't give a shit. Alright, it's fuck Nicolas Maduro, fuck Donald Trump, fuck Macron, fuck every politician, baby. We just don't give a shit about where they are in the fence. They could all suck dicks. And politics is out. Politics, get the fuck out. Don't give a shit about politics. I hate that shit. So that stays out. We don't talk about that. Right? As a Venezuelan, is like, dude, every time we have to put up with the, how are things in Venezuela, man? I heard that country is fucked up. Don't you think we're like, yeah. What, really? It's fucked up here? Don't tell me about it. Like, bruh. So it's like, let's talk about RuneScape. Let's talk about Counter-Strike. Let's talk about chocolate. Let's even talk about dicks. Pause. Instead of going into the political territory. Fuck that shit. Yeah, there's a lot of difference between patriotism and support government. I wouldn't say I'm a patriot. I'm like proud. I'm happy to be a Venezuelan. I love Venezuela, but fuck the government, man. It's just a piece of shit. That's it. And I'm not gonna die for my country either. My country doesn't give a shit about me. Fuck this shit. I'm gonna play RuneScape and take care of my YouTube channel. And I treat you the same way as I would treat anybody from anywhere. I don't give a shit. Like, before I am Venezuelan or I'm a human being, and you're also a human being. It doesn't matter where the fuck you're from, what you like, what food you eat, what God you believe in, what music you like. We're both people. So I got to treat you with love and respect, baby. But when we start talking about politics, I'm going to be like, I has no speak language politics. It's not no nice. What the fuck is this man talking about? I has no brain to talk politics. I don't even know what that is. No. I do know what... I was going to say something really gay. Thank God I stopped. I was going to say, I know what the sucking dick is. I know what sucking dick is like, but... Holy shit. No. We gotta stop. Stop the cap. Say, let's talk about sucking dick before we talk about the government, bro. Hell no, man. Where's the best chocolate from? It's either Switzerland or Belgium. No, man, it's from Venezuela. The best chocolate, right, Retro? Right? Retro and I can say the best chocolate is from Venezuela. Right? There's tryhards and everything. Yeah. Absolutely. So, we gotta maintain the rules. Fuck politics, it stays out. Same thing goes with religion. Like, I'm a Christian, you could be a Buddhist, you could be Jewish, you could be whatever, but all that fanatism and all that shit outside too, But dicks, Pokemon, being gay, dicks, and RuneScape. Bruh, you often talk about religion. No, I don't. Nope, that's wrong. I talk about being spiritual and having a relationship with God, but not from a religious angle. From a spiritual angle. You're wrong right there. I'm going to call you out on that bullshit. And when you guys talk to me about, and you guys ask me about, Christians and being God, whatever, or my relationship with God, I'll say something about it. But, I'm not centering an entire stream or a conversation around like, yeah, guys, let's talk about Christianity or me and God. Or no. It's just very punctual, very specific moments where we get to it. And again, let me inform you, my G, it's not from a religious angle, it's from a spiritual. That's the difference. That's the big difference. All right. So politics, religion, and like any sort of like super degenerate and like, I don't know, like things that could be potentially or downright bannable things on YouTube. Like, yeah, I believe in free speech, but I don't believe in hate speech, and I'm not going to promote bullshit or talk about bullshit, or give attention to like negativity or whatever, I'm not here to like endorse criminal behavior. See, Mark says fair enough, but since I'm always here, I hear the sentences here and there. Like, yeah, man, what can I tell you, okay? Like, I can tell you believe in God, but that's not religious. Like, have a relationship with him, that's not religious, right? God is just like an open construct. There's like a God in all religions, and there's gods in no religions. Like, you can believe in God and not have any like religious affiliation or whatever. Like that's not being religious at all. And I'm not like, again, I'm not like revolving a stream or a giant topic of conversation like centered in like, oh, let me brainwash you, or let me try and get you to be a Christian, or why are you a Jewish person? Why, what do Jews believe in? That's what I'm talking about. Like, can I say, yeah, man, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus, but I don't elaborate. Like, if nobody's asking me, I leave it there. That's it. But if you were to ask me, like, oh, why do you believe in Jesus? I'll give you an answer. But then I'm dropping the subject. Let's talk about Metallica, man, or let's talk about RuneScape. I pretty much say God in every single intro that I have. I'm always like, hey, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Skits, but some people call me Mozart of FO Studio, or, the biggest dick online, the biggest dick YouTuber ever. And, I got Mark with me, I got Retro, I got Big Deck. But with the exception of these three fine gentlemen that I got right now with me on stream, I have absolutely no idea who you might be. And then after I say that, I usually say, unless you're like a very intelligent animal, a dog, an orca, a rhinoceros, that somehow understands human dynamics and typing and shit, but, we're not in an anime, and 99% of the time, you must be a person like me. And then I say, You know, I don't care who you are specifically. I don't care what you like. I don't care what God you believe in. So I say God pretty much in every single intro. Right? My intro never changes. And then I say, yeah, I don't care who you are, where you're from, what God you believe in. I don't care if you're black, Asian, African. I don't care if you like Mexican food. I don't care if you have a pet tiger or if you fuck tigers in your free time. I just hope you're in your happy, safe, and cozy place. Boom! You know? And I see my homie KBZ in the motherfucking building. Hawaii's finest. Yes, shout out to all my tiger fuckers. Beezy, you and I have a date, hopefully, at 4:30 p.m. You know, actually, we have a date in 20 minutes. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers, right? I'm crossing my fingers, and kids out here not going insane doing this agility course. We actually just switched to this new agility course today, but the internet went out at 10 a.m. I got fucked in the ass, and I was like, you know what? I wanna make up for not doing agility for 2 hours, and here we are. And we also have Kirby right now here. So at 4 p.m., you know, in 20 minutes, more or less, I'm going to end stream. And I'm crossing my fingers that you don't have anything time-consuming to do, because we're going to get in a voice chat. And we're just going to chill for a little bit. You know, hang out with balls out, dicks hanging low. And then at 5 p.m., in 1 hour, more or less, we're going to start playing Counter-Strike 2. And we got to play, man. It's got to be Mark, you, and me versus the rest of the world. Don't give a shit who it is, what it is. And you have a microphone, right? You have a microphone right now. I want to talk to my guy, man. I want to talk to my guy. That's the truth. So in 20 minutes, more or less, voice chat, all right? And if hopefully you don't have work to take care of, hopefully you don't have to spend time with your daughter. You know, priorities are priorities. But if you can spend some time with Skits, and then Skits, Mark, and KBZ, okay, let me eat real quick. I'm hungry as fuck. All right, go eat, and bon appetit, my G. Ah, she's in school. LOL. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yeah, it's super early there. I forget. All right. So we can be men. We can have the dick fantasy. All right. And you know what? You fuckers out there. Everybody out there who, I don't know why, I just wanted to throw hands with X random YouTuber or streamer or their communities. I was going to say something like, you don't have the community we got going on here. All right? They don't call us the Killers Gang for no reason. And yeah, I told my wife this, but I just want to spend time with the boys, you know, and with you guys. From 5 to 6, I don't care what it is that we're doing. You know, I don't care if we're making beats, hanging out, touching dicks, playing Counter-Strike 2. I just wanna hang out with the boys, man, and with you guys. If it's Counter-Strike 2, it's Counter-Strike 2. If we gotta look at, you know, Wolverines eating deer, that's what we gotta do. If we just gotta talk about boys and music, that's it, man. But I just want to spend time with you guys, man. That's the truth. I want to nurture this relationship that we got going on, baby. Touching these, you said, yeah. Yeah. But they can only be subscribed to the YouTube channel and in our Discord. That's it. Those are the only D's we're touching, fam. Everybody else, outside. It's just like politics and religion. Get that shit out of here. But if you're subscribed to the YouTube channel and you're in Discord, get the baby oil right now. Get the handcuffs. Get all the degenerate apparatus that we need. It's sexy time. Sexy! So yeah, man. I like I said, man. I want to have a relationship with the people who support me. So that's why I'm adamant right now. That's why I always ping the eyes in the gaming channel. That's why I just told KBZ, yo, let's fuck around, man. You got a mic. There's no excuse. Let's play games. Let's do something. You know, and KBZ's the man, bro. He's also original, man. He's just a bundle of joy. So I'm prowling. I'm prowling towards yours. Don't care about the others. Hey, man. Amen, bro. I'm telling you, man. I know, again, we might miss with a million streams and a million YouTube video ideas. Some people might look at this channel and objectively say, what the fuck is going on? But I want to make the people who watch me happy, man, and I want to spend time with y'all, bro. That means something to me. All right? Mark's here almost every day. I want to spend time with the man, man. I want to get to know him. What does he like? What he doesn't? What games he plays? What movies he likes? What bands he loves? What he doesn't? What food he likes? I want to get to know my peoples, man. And I know that giving 1 hour of my day to the homies, that's nothing. You know, Mark gives me fucking 8 hours of his day. So I could at least give it. And I see my homie Nicholas. Big Nick. One of the G's. The absolute mad lads. And one of the most underrated beat makers in the history of beat makers. We got Nick. What's up, my G? Welcome back. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day, my G, Nick. Sending you a lot of love. A lot of just hugs. And hopefully your day has been only one with love and joy and happiness, man. If there's somebody I like to see, it's my homie Nick, man. So, yeah, man, I want to spend time with the homies, man. I want to spend time with you guys, playing games, not playing games, looking at the paint drying. I don't give a shit. And, yo, great day. Don't work, about to chill for a while. Much love. Love to y'all. Thank you, man. Nick's a G. I got to show you guys what I've been working on in FL Studio, right? We didn't do a music stream today, but I will show you guys what we got. Hopefully, yeah, right? Okay. Now, okay, guys, have patience with me. You know I'm kind of autistic as fuck. And I'm basically, okay, here, this is what happens. 144 BPM, I'm playing with Angela, right? Angela is like an instrument you can find in Citrus, right? This is Citrus here. See, Citrus looks like this right now for some reason. Citrus, right? Yeah. So I'm trying to find a melody here. Again, the chords are fucked up. It doesn't make sense, right? It sounds off at certain points. I've been playing that new Silent Hill that just dropped. Shit's insane AF. I can imagine, my G. No wonder you're not hanging out with us as much. Oh, by the way, it's like fucking 7 million hours before in Hawaii. So it's super early. When I'm streaming, you're asleep pretty much in the morning. All right, so see, it starts making sense at pattern 2, right? All right, let's listen to this for a little bit, right? This sounds like the melody to a Mac Miller song off the Watching Movies with the Sound Off album. Damn, man, that means a lot. Really? I think Mac in that album was like experimenting with dark shit. Alright, so we got that. Then we got this. I'm still trying to figure out, right? And then pattern 4. You know, I like fucking around with that, like, specific lead. If you're familiar with my music, I probably spam it in many, like, bops. I'm also adding, like, a different lead in Angela. There's 2 Angelas now. Alright, and then we got... I'm starting to rattle the hi-hats. And then the whole thing sounds like this right now. There's a Celestial 3 in there. A variation in the Angelas. And that permanently loops. I guess that's like a verse, baby, for a homie. Big balls, big dick, big house, big drugs, big rooftops, bitch. I'm at the top, don't look at a ditch. When I look at a mofo, I see a bitch. Don't wanna be a bitch, I wanna be the man, I'm hitch. I get all the motherfucking dicks. I get all the motherfucking pussy. I get everybody I blow tussy. I don't give a fuck. Boom. Right, I think you get how many seconds, man? 20, 25. I am. You can just float. If you want a boat, then you must row. If you want a plane, then you must glow. If you want a main, then you must know. My name is Skis, but I rock with Mark, and I rock with Dex, and I rock with BZ, and I rock with Nick, and I don't give a fuck. I'm not what you think. I'm like a motherfucking star in the sky. I blink twice, then I blow up at night, and I blow up the sun. I'm a black hole bitch in a black hole ditch with a background bitch, and I don't do shit. I just wanna stream. When the internet's down, I make a beat. When there's no electricity, I just make my shit, and I don't release, and I got a vault with much them beats. Peekaboo. I got a motherfucking little Pikachu, bro. You look back, he gonna thunderbolt. He gonna do a thunder, yo, or a quick attack, yo, or a quick attack, bro. When I get the money quick, then I'm gonna dip. Give a kid something to eat. Give a kid. Your internet is down. It was. This is why. I think I made this because there was no internet or something. Right? So I need to kind of flesh this out a little bit more, and we got a track. But I think this is a solid 16 for a homie to just like flow, bro. And the good thing is that this is at 600 cents negative, right? I like it more when it's pitched down super. Yeah, I'm not fucking with this. Let's see 500. Gotta makes it better. But I think negative 600 is pretty good, man. Maybe we gotta do some more like variations. Let's see. Was good, wife? YG Waffle Santana in the motherfucking building. What's the name of this type of beat? So hard, not gonna lie. It's maybe like Playboy Cardi type beat, like Adrienne Pierre type, Metro Boomin maybe. Needed to get that little bitch away. Do you sell the beats or just make them for the love of the art? For the love of the art, bro. I don't make no money making this shit, nor do I want to. I just make music because it's fun. should sample Bach or Chopin one day and make demonic beats. Maybe. Maybe. I know this would have like a... Yo, it's 4 o'clock in the morning where I'm at. It's the Philippines, baby. How many megabytes do you have on your internet? 300 megabytes. So it's gonna be something like this. How much per month? $50. 50 dolariño. Oh my god, this was fucking solid, man. I'm liking this shit. Fuex, no, my guys that do that. The internet is Venet, like Venezuelan net, Venet or some shit like that. And it's $50 for 300 megabytes. I think it's a pretty good deal, right? It's a pretty good deal, chat. $50 for 300 megs. Huh. It's good shit. So, yeah, guys, that was a little detour of what I was doing, you know, in NFL again. And we just made a bunch of loops and whatnot here. I think we can safely say that, let's see. Fuck, what did I do, man? Maybe the place here. I mean, I love the pattern on its own. Yeah, I think that's pretty solid, man. That's pretty solid. So, yeah, that's pretty much what we've got going on musically. And we got some others, but they're not that great. You know, I have like this super experimental thing that I don't know what the fuck is going on here, right? It's like some I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Like, it's got pretty lo-fi, like, pianos and shit, but like, there is something, but I wouldn't know, you know? And then we got M16. This is the clusterfuck of clusterfucks. You guys are not gonna understand this, right? Let me, should I walk you through the whole thing? Look at this. I was trying to find a melody. I got that. U5 each note. Sounds like that. Like the space between is like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 6. 6 or 5. Made it a little bit more complex. Added it like the perk there. It's like that. And then you got this. The 5th of each one is that. I'm back. I tried to make 4 beats. Only one saw the light. I was just giving the homies a detour of what I was doing here. And then the same melody, but with a different arpeggio. Trying to make percussion here. And some pad. And that's as far as it gets. But I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing there, right? I think the more that I've done this one, this sounds great, let me buy it. The more that I fuck with this one, this is like maybe the one that sees the most light. And how do you buy it? I don't even know how to sell it to you, man. It's not even done. I gotta do something to it for it to be buy worthy, you know? Maybe what we gotta do is do 40 seconds of that. Yeah. It doesn't transition well from 8 to 12, but we'll figure it out. We gotta tweak this shit a little bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. I fuck with this beat. Thank you, my man. That automation, we gotta do something different to it. Fuck that automation, man. It sounds something like Lil Uzi Vert. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's a... What? But alright, guys. You know what? It's time to get big dicks. It's time to end the stream. It's already 4:15. I'm going to be hanging out in Discord for a little bit. I'm actually going to go with Mr. Military here in the Pimpin' channel because I'm going to say goodbye. It's been a good one. And if you guys want to hang out in Discord for a little bit and even play some Counter-Strike 2, baby, we're going to be playing Counter-Strike 2 at 5 p.m. EST in 45 minutes, 44 minutes. So you guys are more than welcome to hang out in Discord. Just chill. And that's it for today's stream. We got what? We got... We damn near did 223 laps in this fucking course. And yeah, we're like 36.1% in level 91. Damn, we got huge. So yeah, guys, and if you're not, if you're not gonna hang out, whatever, you don't want to play games with the gang, it's good. I'll see you tomorrow in the next YouTube video or in the next live stream. Thank you for tuning in if you did. God bless you, man. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for your time. Keep having a beautiful day. May your day be only met with joy, happiness, love, and fun, my G. And, yeah, I'll see you in the next YouTube video live stream. If you want a game, we'll see you at 5 p.m. EST. And if you don't, then tomorrow's another day. And as Playboy Cardi would say, where was your Discord? Here, man. I'll send it here right now. Discord right now. Boom. Oh, Mark beat me to it. 3 people beat me to it. God damn. All right, there it is, man. So you can join that. Click that link. You'll be taken to the Discord. And if not, I'll see you tomorrow at maybe 6:30 a.m. EST. All right. We're waking up every morning at 5 a.m. to stream and just think about YouTube and shit. And yeah, man. I'll see you guys the next YouTube video and the next live stream. Skits out. Love you. Have a good day.